It's me, your brother, MC Big Daddy. What am I Woyi Mustetoyo Bo? Actually, I want to react to the video of our friend and our brother Chukwudi Dike. You know, in my last video, I said about betrayers, what is happening in Biafra land. And if we want this Biafra to stand, we have to leave sentiment and have to be focused, remain focused, because we cannot be divided among ourselves and we believe that Biafra will come. Any house that is divided among itself can never stand. You know, last time I told you about what's happened. You know, what Ojukwu passed through in 1970, January 9. Why Ojukwu have to flee to Ivory Coast is because of betrayal. When there was a counter-attack from Nigerian army led by Obasanjo, the battle became severe. Betrayers, people that is with him, betrayed him. Ojukwu have to take asylum in Ivory Coast, run for his life because of what betrayal. That same thing today, what is happening. You know, I told you last time about a Bible version in the book of Exodus. When God asked Moses to lead the children of Israelites, what happened along the way? People became angry. People starts complaining. People start saying, Moses, it could have better for you to leave us in Egypt. We are enjoying. Why did you bring us out from the land of Egypt? When Moses was busy taking the 10 commandments to help the children of Israelites, they went and made a different gods of their own. That is what is happening today. When our brother and our friend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is busy finding ways on how to better the life of this Biafra, to make sure that this Biafra come, people are busy collecting bribes and to frustrate the works of the Biafra, to make sure that this Biafra, they don't hold. If not like that, tell me, how can our brother Chukwudi Dike said that he's a son of Biafra, that he's a true son of Igbo land, say that IPOB is a terrorist group? The name given by Nigeria, that name Nigerian was given by Flora Shawn, the girlfriend of Lord Lugard. Since the amalgamation of the northern Nigeria and the southern Nigerian to date, they have never been united. If you see, Oduduwa people are saying they want to go. Because they are united, it will not take time, they will actualize their goal. But if we continue in this division, ask yourself, please, it's me, your friend, your brother, still share my video, like my video. I want this message to get to the ear of our brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let him not lose hope. There is light in the tunnel. There is hope. All Biafra sons, all IPOB members that believe in Biafra should not lose hope. There is light in the middle of the tunnel.
Abuja, we are here at the British High Commission Abuja to protest against Nnamdi Kanu and his criminality, his criminal activities that are bringing problems and chaos in our society. He cannot be at a very safe place and be sending the ignorant youth to go and die over nothing and hitting up the polity, making everyone hate each other. As it stands, everything is already bad for the people, no matter your class. And he's just trying to make it worse while enjoying a peaceful atmosphere in Britain. That's why we've gathered here today as Nigerians who want the peace and love that is among Nigerians to remain, who want to preserve our land, because we have no other place than Nigeria. If war starts now, we will be fleeing to other countries, people who may not even want us, when it is very preventable. And we are not going to allow that to continue. As you can see, we have protesters here with our placards protesting against bigotry, against hatred. We want peace in Nigeria, not war. Say no to ethnic bigotry. A bigot is not a freedom fighter. Nnamdi Kanu, stop sending ignorant youths to die over your lies. You cannot be in the United Kingdom and be calling for violence in Nigeria. Stop the attacks on police and military checkpoints. Stop Nnamdi Kanu. No more deaths of our police and military personnel by ESN. Arrest Nnamdi Kanu now. IPOB is a terrorist organization. Of course it is. Enough of the bloodshed in Igbo land. Nigeria is one. Of course it is, and it shall remain so. Extraditing Nnamdi Kanu now. Incitement of violence is not freedom fighting. Say no to terrorism. Say no to IPOB. If incitement of violence is a crime in the United Kingdom, why is Nnamdi Kanu still free? What do you call someone ordering attacks on law enforcement agents? A terrorist, of course. Terrorism is not freedom fighting. Very simple. We have came here with a very special message. As you can see, no one is disturbing us, no one is distracting us, no one is shoving us away. This is the police. As you can see, everyone is comporting themselves very well in a very respectful manner. We are here for peace. We are calling for peace. We are not calling for war. We are not calling for violence. Anyone who wants violence should go to violent countries. There are places you have wars around the world. So whoever wants war may be moved to Syria, Yemen, Libya, or Iraq. Not in Nigeria, not in our time. We will not repeat the mistake of the past. That's why we are calling on the British Embassy, on the British High Commission here in Abuja, and the entire British UK authority to make sure they arrest this criminal. He even registered it in a false suit, under a false pretense. The regulator at the UK Company House should take note. Take note, this is a terrorist organization registered in your land, disrupting the peace of our country, disrupting everyone. The politics of Africa is taking a very dangerous turn. We don't want anyone to send UN troops to our communities, to our country. If there is peace, there wouldn't be any need for peacekeeping. Peace keeps itself. We don't need any forces in Nigeria, and we don't need our people to suffer. What we need is industrialization. We have a long way to go, and we know that. We are trying to work towards it, to make our place a safe place for everyone, every woman and child in Nigeria. Right now, I'm going to interview the convener of this protest. Good afternoon, my brother. May we meet you?
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
My name is Chukwuma Diokpa Chukwuma Dike.
Yeah.
I'm the president of Igbo Youths in Nigeria and in diaspora.
Yeah.
I'm the convener of this protest.
Yeah.
The reason why we are here is because we don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be killing our people again.
Okay.
Our people have died enough.
Yes.
He has no agenda. He has no plans. Nnamdi Kanu is a close. What we want is a peaceful society.
Yes.
Nnamdi Kanu is just sending the youth to go and die unnecessarily.
Over nothing.
He brags that he has atomic bomb. He has this, he has that, he has nothing. And the youth believe him. And he is hiding in UK. He's a British citizen. So we are here today at the British High Commission to submit a letter to the British ambassador that his citizen or her citizen is causing problem here in our country. They have threatened, when I announced that I was going to come here, they threatened to kill my mother and my younger ones. As I'm talking to you now, I don't know if the plan is still on ground. So I'm reporting him to the British ambassador so that he will take it to Her Majesty the Queen and let her know that her citizen is causing problem here for us. Go to my social media page, you see all the threats to my life. We've said it before, we don't want Nnamdi Kanu's pattern in this our country. He told us, he made everybody in the southeast to believe that we should boycott the election, which people accepted. On that day, 2 days to the election, he collected money and then said that the referendum document has been signed, sealed and delivered. That after the election, we are going to have a referendum. It is over 4 years now, or 3 years now after the election.
And he's still selling lies to people.
And he's still telling us again that we should fight for referendum. Which referendum?
By killing soldiers and policemen.
Now, the next strategy he's doing now, he's not killing policemen and he's not killing army men in the southeast. How can you kill policemen and army men and expect them to keep quiet? These are their colleagues. Some of them are their best friends.
And they are defenders of the country.
And the worst part is that even the policeman is killing and the army man is killing are also from the so-called Biafra. So how is he rescuing us? Anyone that says anything in the southeast, he will send his men to go and kill him.
Yeah.
Anyone that says anything in the southeast, he will send his men to go and kill her. Enough is enough. We've had enough of Nnamdi Kanu and we are saying no to him.
Yeah.
The only way we can register our grievance is to go to his country. His country is Britain. That is the passport he's using. So we are here today at the British Embassy to let them understand that we are not happy with what their son is doing.
Yeah.
IPOB is registered in Britain. So we are calling for an independent investigation towards all the activities of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu bury people alive in the southeast. Nnamdi Kanu send his thugs to go and kill people. Prophet Woko is dead. They killed him.
Akwara is missing. Akwara is missing.
Akwara was his former boy.
Abambo was kidnapped and they tried to bury her alive.
Because he was against some of his policies, especially to go and be killing police officers and army officers. For what? Is that how many police officers are you going to kill?
Yeah.
How many of them are you going to kill? If you kill, they will still recruit them and put there again.
Yeah.
So what is the end result of your killing of police officers?
Yes.
So today, we the Igbo youths in Nigeria and in diaspora are here to protest that Nnamdi Kanu's case file must be opened in Britain so that they will investigate all his atrocities.
Yes.
They will investigate all the allegations we are labeling against him, which are written in this book.
Yeah.
They will investigate everything about him.
Yes.
So that we will have a peaceful society.
Yeah.
We are not slaves anywhere.
Yeah.
We are free men.
We are free men.
We don't want his activities. And he should stop threatening people.
Yeah.
British government should open the file of all IPOB members. One of them went on social media and he's in Netherlands. His name is Austin Okonkwo. He's in Netherlands. He went to social media and said that he was going to go to Britain and assassinate Uche Mefo.
For leaving the criminal organization.
For leaving the criminal organization.
Yeah.
That he's going to kill Uche Mefo. He's going to kill, let me open my mouth. He's going to kill Uche Mefo. He's going to kill his wife. This video is on YouTube. He's going to kill Uche Mefo. He's going to kill his wife. He's going to kill his kids. This is the characteristics of a terrorist.
Yeah.
This is the characteristics of ISIS.
Yeah.
IPOB have turned to ISIS.
Yeah.
And we cannot hold our hands and watch them disintegrate
Nigeria.
People land.
Of course. Thank you, my brother.
Now Aba is on fire.
Yeah.
There was several gunshots and 16 youths died.
Yes.
These are fathers, these are children.
Yes.
Since he began his protest, how many people have died?
Yeah.
A lot of people have died. So we don't want any more deaths. We say Nnamdi Kanu's case must be open. Britain must listen to us today. The ambassador should come out and listen to us and listen to our plea. And bring Nnamdi Kanu to book and his entire crew in IPOB. Again, there's another killer again called Chinasa Nworu.
In Kuwait.
He's in Kuwait, but he is the person that writes the names of those
that they will execute.
Including the names are mostly all the billionaires in Igbo land. Atez Onukpo, Emeka Ofo, and the rest of them. Many of them are there. I have first class information about it. So we are calling on the British government to extradite Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
Make him face. They should open a case.
May let him face justice.
We are calling for justice.
Thank you.
You understand?
Not fight, not war.
The death is enough.
Yeah. Enough of the killings.
Our mothers who fought war before.
Yeah.
Our mothers are not used to war.
Yeah.
What we want in the south is anything we want. We have elders. Our elders will sit down and will dialogue and think of how to get us our own share in this country.
Yeah.
So Nnamdi Kanu, we don't want you.
Thank you.
We don't want your ESN.
Yeah.
Amotuku was created in the southwest. It was created by the constitution of the southwest.
Yeah.
Every state house of assembly in the southwest sat together and passed a law. You can't just stay in Britain and you create ESN.
And be killing.
Thereby inviting the Nigerian soldiers and army to come and be disturbing our mothers. When your ESN go and strike, they will kill somebody and they will run.
Yeah.
The police will come there and do mass arrest. Be disturbing mothers and fathers. The money where they go use chop, they go use and they pay themselves. We don't want it again. That is why we are here in this British embassy to submit our letter and also to carry to the ambassador to send our message to Her Majesty the Queen and to send our message to our good friend Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who we so much love and we believe his wisdom. God bless you. God bless Britain. God bless Igbo nation.
Yeah, thank you, my brother, for that wonderful speech. Right now, we are going to ask the security personnel to maybe call someone from the inside to take our petition and submit it to the High Commissioner, the British High Commissioner to Nigeria. We will submit it and make sure that it gets to the appropriate authorities in the UK. And they have to work hand in hand with our Ministry of Foreign Affairs and our ambassador, our High Commissioner to the UK, and make sure that this nonsense is stopped. We cannot continue to live like this. We cannot continue to be seen as savages, beheading of innocent people on camera. When did we become these animals? That's not who we are. We are peaceful people, and if you don't know the history of Nigeria very well, check. We Igbo people, we are businessmen. We believe in commerce. We believe in trade. We don't believe in war. That's why we never conquered anyone. We traded with people. We traded with so many nations in Nigeria long before the British ever came to Nigeria. Not once did they say that the Igbos attacked anyone or invaded any people. No, we are business people. We believe in commerce, and business cannot thrive in an atmosphere of war. In a hot zone, business cannot thrive. It's not possible. It's not possible. Without peace, there will be no development. No matter how bad you think you have it, if there is war, it will be worse. That's why we are trying to avoid it, to make sure something like this doesn't happen. There is not going to be any other war. Weapons have evolved. If it used to take 3 hours to move 5,000 troops in 1967, it will take less than 1 hour to move 10,000 troops in 2021, and it's going to be bloody. We don't want it. We don't want to invite the United Nations. Nigeria is a client state of the British monarchy and the British state. That's why we are calling on Her Majesty's government to take action and put a stop to this nonsense. Thank you, everyone. My brother, come, let's go see who will give the reason. Sir, okay. Sir, okay. Yeah, we'll be waiting. Okay. We are waiting for someone to come.
No, we will.
Yeah. We are waiting for someone to come and address us, then take our petition and submit it to the appropriate office and make sure it gets to them. Enough of this nonsense. Nigeria is not disintegrating. Africa is one. One Nigeria, one black nation. One Africa, one black nation. So shall it be. We will not let a criminal stay somewhere in the UK and be propagating lies. The ignorant youths are buying it. He knows that those people don't have access to the internet. What hasn't he done? Lying that the UK government has signed the Biafra referendum, that they met Donald Trump. All lies. They went on a jamboree visit at the UN and at the European Commission in Strasbourg. Moved around there and claimed that they met someone. Meanwhile, these guys back here are buying it. They'll be buying his lies, buying his nonsense, going to confront the military personnel, boys who are in the working class. If they have any problem with the elite, why don't he face the elite instead of killing people whose salaries are not even enough to clothe an average politician in Nigeria? They'll be giving their lives over nothing. Giving their lives over people who don't even care about their welfare, people who don't even care about their well-being, people who never appreciate anything